This is a KCCI 8 News update.
Welcome back on this snowy day. It's now 8:56 and it's a weather alert day across Iowa. For hours now, we've been tracking a winter storm that's brought a massive amount of snow to our state. Some of the live pictures we're seeing right now are showing that snow that continues to add up everywhere. Meteorologist Trey Fulbright joins us now to tell us how much longer this snow is going to continue following. Trey?
Eric, we have several more hours to go, especially if you're along and east of I-35. The area I've outlined here from Waterloo down toward the Des Moines Metro, Newton, Marshalltown, Creston. These locations still could be seeing any upwards of 1 inch per hour rates as we've seen these bands really setting up and organizing and persisting over the last few hours. We'll zoom in here closer to the metro. You can see they're pivoting from east to west. The whole band itself, though, will be moving slowly off to the east over the next couple of hours. So still an additional 1 to 3 inches likely on top of what has fallen. And that is the case on down south along I-35 in the parts of Clark and Decatur counties this morning, and then up to the northeast where the snowfall rates continue to pick up. Our western counties are beginning to clear out, so eventually as that area of low pressure pulls off to the east, the snowfall rates will begin to diminish, but the winds will become an issue later on. A couple snowfall reports for you coming in. North Des Moines coming in at 9 inches, 8 inches in Urbandale, 8 inches in Waukee there as well. At Ames at the campus of Iowa State coming in with 8 inches, 7.7 inches in Eldora, 5.7 in Fort Dodge. And this is our top report so far of the day. In Winterset, a report of 10 inches of snow just before 8 o'clock, and also several 8 to 5-inch reports down to the south and southeast in the Norwalk, Knoxville, and Centerville areas. So we'll walk you through the next couple of hours as the snow begins to wrap up from west to east. This is by 4 p.m. Most locations from Highway 65 west are done with the snow. It's still cloudy with gusty winds. We could be talking blowing snow being an issue, especially in those open areas. Skies remain partly cloudy overnight with that snowpack. Temperatures down into the teens tomorrow morning, and then another fast-moving disturbance will produce some more scattered snow showers, lighter accumulation coming up tomorrow afternoon. Travel impacts remain high this morning through the afternoon hours and into tonight, with that blowing snow remaining the biggest hazard. Another chance for snow Wednesday night and a Thursday, and then our next system to watch will be on Friday. Following that, it gets very cold by the upcoming weekend.
Our road conditions map continues to get more colorful here. Most of the state in 100% covered roads in pink, but now we have travel not advised right along I-80 from the east side of Des Moines out to far eastern Poweshiek County, places like Brooklyn, Montezuma out there. So travel not advised. We've seen a number of accidents out there, one that involved a semi truck in Grinnell. The good news, Mason City, Clear Lake area, they've gone the partially covered, which is a big improvement over the last 5 minutes. That switched over to blue, meaning partially covered. So hopefully as the snow slows down, the plows can get out there, and they are working. Nearly 700 plows out on the road right now, but look at the conditions they're also dealing with. Whiteout conditions in Ellsworth. This snowplow is just east of 35 there from Ellsworth, and so it's tough driving for them as well. 35 at Orlaba Road had a crash earlier, but that is cleared up, and we're starting to see more pavement, and that is really good news. Hopefully that continues. 235 at University, though, on the east side does not look great. 35 down Lamona. You can be as far south as the Missouri border here, or you can be as far north as Clear Lake, and you got pretty rough driving conditions. But this is why you see partially covered in Clear Lake, because we're starting to see more and more of that roadway and not just the tire tracks where we're seeing 100% covered roads. Far out west, far out east, still dealing with pretty treacherous driving conditions. So looking at the speed map, everybody is wisely slowing down and taking their time. But we'll drive in from Waukee real quick to show you how long a drive will take. So this drops you at the Hy-Vee on Hickman Road. Going to take you 12 minutes to get to the West Mixmaster, and the West Mix is running behind time as well. And then the East Mixmaster a few minutes behind time, just cars slowing down through the snow. Look what it's going to take you from Newton to downtown. Normally takes 30 minutes. That's taking 53. Adel to downtown takes 24 minutes. That's taking 34. So don't go out if you don't have to. That's the advice from law enforcement. If you absolutely have to, you're going to want to double, triple that time that it normally takes you to get to your final destination, Eric.
Better to just stay home. It's been a challenge out there, and our KCCI team has been in the thick of the storm all morning long. KCCI's Bo Bowman has been up in the Story County area covering things up there. What have you seen up there now, Bo?
Yeah, Eric, it's still coming down, and on time perfectly as always. The Campanile here at Iowa State. Beautiful view with the snow coming down. Iowa State here reporting 8 inches of snow on campus. If you zoom in really closely there, you can actually make out a snowman on the bottom, or right underneath the Campanile. Really big snowman from that 8 inches of snow we got here. Now we have been taking a look at the roads up here in Ames. A lot of the main thoroughfares are looking actually pretty good. Not too bad, a little bit of a dusting on the road. This is just the road that runs right in front of right on the back side of the Memorial Union. And then a lot of the residential streets, though, in the neighborhoods, those have not been plowed yet. It's probably going to be a while till the plows get to them, so they are fairly untouched at the moment. We've seen a few people out trying to dig out so they can get their cars out of the driveway and get to work, but the snow hasn't stopped yet, and they'll probably have to get back to it again, do another session of shoveling or snow blowing later at some point in the day. But for now, we're live in Ames. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Exactly 9 o'clock, Bo. Nice timing there. KCCI's Alyssa Gomez has been working the western suburbs of the metro since 4:30 this morning, checking out the road conditions there with photojournalist Mike Simmons. Alyssa, where are you?
We're just passing Waukee, Eric. We're heading back towards Des Moines, and the snow significantly slowed down. We're really just dealing with it blowing onto the roads and onto the windshield. Believe it or not, this is actually the most of the road that we've seen all morning. It's just a blanket of white out here, and it really is beautiful, but the roads, they're still dangerous, and the plows are out. They're working hard, but that snow was coming down heavy and hard this morning, so we're still rocking at a steady pace of 35 miles an hour or less, because the roads are still very, very slippery. Now, Scott said earlier there are accidents everywhere, and he's not kidding. We've seen them. A lot of cars in ditches, semis in ditches, semis turned over. No matter what you're driving out here, slow is the name of the game today. Or even better, just stay home and enjoy the beautiful view from the comfort of your own home, honestly. Eric, back to you.
You talked about those crashes, 28 crashes in Des Moines overnight as the snow continues to fall. We're going to have hourly updates live here on KCCI all day long as Central Iowa starts to dig out from the snow that continues to fall. Stay with us and keep that KCCI app handy.